nation powerhouse, we supply power to every home. The nation power.
At the heart of Nkrumah's plan was a giant dam that would produce vast quantities of cheap electricity. Enough power to build a modern industrial state in the heart of Africa within a generation.
Sometime now, concerns have been raised with regards to the safety of the Akosombo Dam. In light of this, VRA, that's the Volta River Authority, and the Ghana Journalists Association is taking the media on a tour of the dam and what they are doing to maintain and avert any unforeseen circumstances. Reports were making the airwaves when an assertion was made by a scientist that dams, if gone beyond 50 years of existence, will be dangerous to the very survival of human beings and must be decommissioned. The scientists argue that the quality of the water in the dam becomes so poor that it puts the surrounding communities downstream at risk. In such circumstances, the only option left, according to him, is to decommission the dam. This raised an alarm among Ghanaians as our dams have gone beyond this 50 years existence and the question of how safe the dams are was erupted. In light of this, the Volta River Authority VRA, in conjunction with the Ghana Journalists Association GJA, organized a tour of the Akosombo and Akose Dam for media personnel to ascertain for themselves the state of the dams and explain routine maintenance ongoing to avert any dangers.
We monitor seepage. Like I mentioned, we will get water through the rocks, and these conditions are anticipated during design and construction. So provision is made for monitoring, and we monitor this. It's important to monitor this water coming out, the quality of the water, and if it's turbid, if it's bringing out material. So there are various points where seepage is monitored. I mentioned piping. Seepage could cause piping, and that's why it's one of the conditions we monitor.
The Akosombo Dam, also known as the Volta Dam, is a hydroelectric dam on the Volta River in southeastern Ghana in the Akosombo Gulch. The dam was built between 1961 and 1965. It is the largest man-made dam in the world. The primary purpose of the dam was to provide electricity for the aluminium industry.
And this is bauxite, which lies in millions of tons beneath the green forested hills of the Gold Coast. From this red earth, man can extract the shining wonder metal of today, aluminium. And that is the aim of the Gold Coast, to cap the march to independence with a dramatic leap into the age of technology.
It now, however, provides electricity to the whole of Ghana as well as some neighboring countries. The Volta River Authority VRA was subsequently established by Ghana's parliament to oversee and manage the fundamental operations of the dam. In a presentation, the principal civil engineer at VRA, Engineer Christian Achu Dakwi, showcased the civil structure of the dam and stated that the VRA has a dam safety unit that undergoes daily and frequent observation and monitoring to oversee and prevent any impending danger.
We have a dam safety unit established since the commission of this facility, and it's a very robust unit. There are two teams, one station in Akosombo and one station in Kpong, to overlook the daily monitoring of these facilities. We do visual monitoring. Visual monitoring practically means that these people, this dedicated team, walk every aspect of this facility. They walk the entire length of the dam. It's broken down into various sections to ensure that changes are noticed. It's typical if you do something continuously. If I walk this path every day and I come and I know that this thing is not there, I quickly will know there's something not there. this is one of the most powerful tools we have at our side. Your eye would not deceive you. No two ways about it. If this is gone, you will know this is gone. These guys walk every aspect of the dam where accessible and look at it visually and see whether the instruments are working well, whether this stone is moving, whatever it is, and reports are collated.
According to Engineer Dapui, the lifespan of a dam is as long as adequate maintenance is done, and thus the VRA attaches much importance to safety.
With good monitoring, good dam safety, the life of the dam is as long as technically it's safe and it's operable. As long as it's safe and it's operable. The safetiness will be considered in some 3 layers, and this is what our focus is. You are ensuring that the structure is safe, your monitoring is safe, your operations are safe.
Speaking to the media, Acting Director of Hydro Generation at the VRA, Engineer Ken Acta, assured Ghanaians that the Akosombo Dam, including all dams, are safe and poses no threats to the public.
We have had 50 years of uneventful, operations, which means that we have achieved stability. We are not seeing any deviations. And then it ties into what he said, that as long as we keep our maintenance, we keep it going. So if you put it in perspective, we are good to go.
Director of Engineering Service Department, Engineer E. Ada Asomochi, also had this to say with regards to decommissioning of dams.
To decommission a dam, there are several versions of decommissioning. This dam can be decommissioned by just opening the spillway to empty the reservoir. The rest of the structure can stay. Dam decommissioning is not something which is conventional. Dam decommissioning comes when there's a dam failure. When there's a dam failure, you have to go in and remove the remaining structures there. That is it. But to decommission a dam that is working is not conventional. So we don't foresee the decommission. So we cannot put a cost to it. Maintenance culture starts with inspections. We have a whole team there, one in Akosombo and one in Kpong, which undertakes daily inspections. It starts with inspection. You have to do inspection before you know what type of maintenance that is required. So they do maintenance as demanded by the measurements that they take, and maintenance has to be several ways. We just did some. You can see they put some mesh here because the rock boulders are moving downstream and want to stop the rock from rolling down. We have a work that has been done in Akuse that has to do with the protection of the slope, and minor maintenance like even weeding is a form of maintenance because maybe you didn't see, if trees are growing on your dam, you go and cut the tree root is still going. That tree root can lead to a story, a question asked by somebody, piping. Because if that tree one day decays, the root rots, it leaves a hole there, and that can lead to piping. So even vegetation control is a form of maintenance which we do.
Said and done, the VRA has assured Ghanaians that the dam is safe and thus poses no threat to the public. From Akosombo, Ajibekle reporting for TV African News.
The Reporter, an in-depth news report from The Reporter.